Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Miami Dolphins. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. On play action, here's Tua. The pressure hits
Ah, shit, it's about to be a quick one. Oh, we at what? Oh, we at what?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And 3 and out. It's about to be quick. 40. Last man, it's off. It's about to be a blowout. Ah, boy. Let's get it. Oh, come here. Oh, we at what? Oh, we at? Oh, okay. Oh, she in zone? She in zone? She in zone? Yeah, I'm good. We gotta go back. Oh, yeah. Cover 4. It's cover 4. That's cover 2. Got him. Hold up, man. Let me end this game real quick. I love zone. I love that.
Teams practice their plays during the week.
And watch these sidelines.
It's going to pay off on game day, so it sure has to feel good for them.
You should put the stream up on my lead.
And they hit that one there for big yardage.
Oh, yeah, what? Oh, yeah.
From midfield,
Got it.
that's complete to Lazard. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And I think this is what we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run the kid. Good job there holding him for a short game. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays in different areas of scrimmage, which absolutely
Throwing his Rodgers on 3rd down. Throw left side, take it in by Amari Rodgers. Rodgers to throw for 1-4.
Come on, Robert.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. The Packers are able to pick up the first. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And You know, you're not going up into practices as we've seen. Hey, third down situation. Lock in here. Fourth down play. Make sure you practice just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Second down.
Damn, why did he tackle him?
They'll try to run here to Mostert, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down to the 44-yard line. Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together, first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Play action, now it's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dean Lowry just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's their 3rd drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that 2nd drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
It's now 2nd and
10. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
It was Raekwon Davis with the tackle. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Rolling to his left. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cobb. And it's a Packers touchdown. Randall Cobb. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to the air on 2nd down. Tagovailoa. And a completion to Wilson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Tua going to throw. Touchdown, Dolphins! Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He's going to get this one complete here to Cobb. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Rodgers going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 21-7.
Mason Crosby for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fair catch. 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On play action, here's Tua. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly. And
Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Chris Barnes. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point, he just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers and a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And they'll begin by running the option. And they work this out past the 25. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he powers his way up past the 30. He was brought down by Nick Needham. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. Second down coming up.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And some room to maneuver. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Dean Lowry able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Rolling to his right. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Tua to try again on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's got some space here, taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Packers.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches.
And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Packers start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Crosby connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half is pretty... And now here is another interception. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Got a man, that's Lazard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The end result, 21 yards. Now Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
The Dolphins on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And 5 at the 35-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by... Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, they backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. A lot of people are really happy about those picks. Any fantasy team that has this defense.
Caught by Wilson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to pass. Tua. He's up to the 20 and able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Miami Dolphins.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.